I don't know where the clutch is. Like, how do you change gear? What the fuck?
Well, this is it's not the first. I was going to say it's the first time I've been out without my L plates, but it's not. This is the second. The first time I went out without my L plates was with friends who you will have seen in a previous video. Friends who really encouraged me to do my test. So it's only fitting actually that my first ride out without L plates was with these friends. And this is my second time out without my L plates on. And speaking of L plates, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who left a congratulations comment on my last video. You see, people who I know in person, friends, family, of course they congratulated me in person, by messages, etc. But to have people drop a comment on my last video to congratulate me was absolutely amazing. Like, I really felt that, and I wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you. You see, getting subscribers to your channel is, it's brilliant, it's amazing. It shows that people like the content that you're putting out there. Same as views. Getting views on videos is brilliant. It shows that people are watching the content that you put out. But to have people go to the effort of actually typing a comment to congratulate a YouTuber on passing their test, that was absolutely amazing, that was, guys and girls. And on the subject of tests and L plates, etc., do you not think this bike looks absolutely amazing without those L plates on? So last week, after passing my test, or rather on the way to do my test, I was reflecting on my biking journey, and specifically my journey with this bike. And since then, I've actually been in a bit of a state of reflection about my biking journey as a whole. You see, practically, of course, my biking journey started when I did my first CBT, and it's a little bit funny to look back on it now, because I had literally never ridden a bike before. Well, with one exception, and that was where a friend of mine, Woody, had a moped, and it was in his back garden, and he'd just cleaned it. And like a fool, he went in his house for something and left the keys in the bike. So yeah, I may have ridden it down his very, very long garden, and kind of might have got some mud on it. But other than that, other than that little escapade, I had no biking experience before my first CBT. And looking back on my first CBT now, it's amazing. It makes me smile. I mean, I literally, the instructor, she knew I'd been driving cars for 20 years or whatever it was, so she didn't worry about me necessarily in regards the road and the highway code, etc. But I just had no practical bike experience, and she literally stood in front of the bike the first time I moved the bike. she literally stood in front of the bike and held on to the handlebars, had me put both feet up on the pegs and slowly creep the bike forward. And that was where my practical biking journey started. And fast forward 3, maybe 4 years, and there I am at motorbike training with the same instructor. You know, and I go and pass both of my tests with the same instructor. It was amazing. It was so fitting to have gone full circle with the same instructor. Absolutely amazing.
And that was the start of my biking journey, at least from a practical point of view. My biking journey actually started a couple of years before that. I went to BMAD Bike Festival on Painting Green, back when they used to hold it, because I had this little bit of an idea that, you know, maybe I want a motorbike. BMAD was on, it was local. So I went, and through the whole day I just wanted a bike more and more and more. And I must have looked at hundreds of bikes that day, and I've never hid the fact that I choose bikes based on how they look. So I've looked at hundreds and hundreds of bikes, and I went away from the show absolutely convinced, yes, I definitely do want a motorbike. And of course back then I didn't know how to ride a bike, so I was going to have to look into that. And then it dawned on me, I don't know where the clutch is. Like, how do you change gear? What the f? So I literally jumped onto YouTube and typed in motorbike controls, because I didn't know what was where. And watching that YouTube video, it made me realise just how simple bikes are set up. So your accelerator is on your right hand, front brake is on your right hand, rear brake is on your right foot. Your clutch is on your left hand, and your gear selector is on your left foot. On the majority of bikes, all the way down is first, half a notch up is neutral, and then you continue going up for second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth if you've got one. And that is the layout of basic motorbike controls. And I must say, I think motorbikes they're a lovely contradiction, and I sometimes refer to myself as a man of many contradictions. For example, don't really like deep water, not a great swimmer, but I love the idea of scuba diving. It's a contradiction, and I find motorbikes are a contradiction. Let me explain. Now, I'm not saying that motorbikes are designed to fall over, but by their very design, you know, they have two wheels. By their very design, they are prone to falling over. And in that respect, they're quite an illogical machine, in my opinion, until you look at the controls, until you really think about it, and you realise that the right hand side of a motorbike is dedicated to making the bike go and making the bike stop, whilst the left hand side of the machine is dedicated to keeping the bike going. And I love that. It's just one of those quirky things that I love about motorbikes.
So then, motorbikes, by their very design, could be considered to be flawed. To some degree, they are designed to fall over. And yet, despite that limitation, they have become an incredibly successful machine. And I believe that the same is possible of people who are dealt a dodgy hand in life. Perhaps you've been dealt a physical health condition, a mental health condition, a cognitive condition. There are people out there who take that dodgy hand and they say, F it, I'm still going to win this. And these people are out there winning. I know of people who have been dealt a physical health condition where the GP says, the doctor says, that you may never walk properly, you may never run, you may never hop, skip, jump, play football and ride a mountain bike. And these people are out there playing football and riding mountain bikes. And then there are people who perhaps they're dealt a cognitive condition and may see this dodgy hand as a limitation, or in relation to a motorbike, a design flaw. But these people with these cognitive conditions, they see the world differently. I love these people. These people are amazing. These are your blue sky thinkers, your out of the box thinkers, your creative people. These are the people who can look at a problem that no one else can solve, and they take one look at the problem and they say, there's your problem, because they see it differently. They take that dodgy card that the life has dealt them and they turn it into their superpower. These are the people who look at problems and they don't see problems, they just see solutions. If you are a person managing a physical health, mental health or cognitive condition, and you are saying F it and sticking your fingers up to the world and living your life in the way that you deserve to live your life, then you, my friends, you are the real heroes of this world.